trash. It stinks, it piles up, it's what you call people you hate. Trash. There's trash all over the ground, every on-ramp, every off-ramp, trash all over the ocean, which trash can help. Trash can be a good thing. If you're lost at sea, trash is literally the only thing that can save you. Floating trash is like a treasure to help you in, middle of the ocean survival. And, people on alone, they love to find trash. Trash is great for them because they can use it as cordage. They can use buckets for, I don't know, put crabs into. Anyway, trash is a perspective too. Trash. You hate it when you have it, and you miss it when you don't have it. Trash. It gets together in a big pile and just, has a big trash orgy, and it generates methane. And that's dangerous, so we collect the methane and use it in something else. I don't know. Fart juice sprays that they sell at Spencer's. Energy, maybe? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. There's even trash in space. Asteroids and shit flowing around. Pieces of the International Space Station. Just satellites that are just floating around there in orbit. But space is so inconceivably large that it hasn't really caused an issue, surprisingly, so far. There hasn't just been a trash belt taking out all our satellites. But it could happen. Probability could strike. We could win the most unlucky lottery, and all of the space trash just hits all the satellites. But it's so inconceivably low that I guess nobody cares. There's like startups to clean space trash. There's startups to clean space trash. Whoopity-doo. Pretty much just, criminals on the highway except in space. Picking up the trash. No one thinks about it, and that's why it's kind of a problem. On the one hand, no one cares about it, so it's there. On the other hand, someone needs to clean it up, right? That's a great movie plot idea, is, how aliens as space truckers, we could have, Con Air, but a space shuttle for criminals sent into space to clean space trash. Con space. Trash is also what you call people you don't like. So it's just you're trash. You're stinky, and I don't want you around anymore. It's a great name for someone you don't like. Trash. You're trash. You're literally trash from me. Go to the dump with the rest of the trash like you. Trash. Often associated with white trash, but I think we should just expand out trash. Ban the hate and just make trash a general, bring it back. Bring trash back as a, insult. I'm trying to think if I've ever been called trash. I almost feel bad that I haven't. I can't think of something off the top of my head because I feel like I just haven't lived life. I don't feel like you're actually living to the fullest until you've been called, or earnestly someone calls you trash. You've angered somebody so much that they're just like, I could throw you away and never care about you ever again. Not that you should be pissing people off, but I feel like if you're not living life, you're not going to the extremes enough to where if you're not getting that much hate, you're not getting that much love. I might regret saying that, but I don't know. That's how I feel right now. I feel like if you're not tempting fate, you're not pissing anybody off, and you're staying in your lane. There's a balance. I'm not saying go ape shit and have everyone think you're damn trash. We have a lot of those on reality TV already. But also, don't stay in a box afraid to live your life because you don't want people to not like you. People hate you just for existing. Okay, so live life. And don't be afraid for someone to call you trash. It's something you have to do every week. You have to take out the trash. You have to rid your life. It's kind of cathartic too. It's a repetitive task that you have to do every week. It's pretty much the same. You go around to every room in the house, collect the trash, put it in a big trash bin, wait for the trash guys to take it out. It feels good. It feels bad when you don't do that and your house is full of trash. And the trash is stinking. And I don't know, there's something peaceful to just the simple act of taking out the trash. No, you hate it when you're young because you want to be rather be watching cartoons, but when you're an adult, I feel like you need an escape to just like turn my brain off and like, okay, someone's got to take out the trash. I don't have convicts to do this for me, so I've got to, just go around and, take 15 minutes out of my day to make sure that I'm not surrounded by filth. So, and then Boy Scout rule. That's something that always sticks in my mind. Who cares whose it is? Just leave it cleaner than you found it. Uh, yeah. Next time you look at a piece of trash, who cares? Yeah, just pick it up and throw it away. If you're in a park, someone's got to do it. Cigarette butts and shit. Cigarette butts really kind of pee me off. They, I, they don't just dissolve. They collect up, and someone has to eventually scoop them up out of a sewer drain or out of the street. I thought they like would break down. I'm like, why else would smokers just casually like flick the bud or whatever? Like, put it out on the cement and throw it away. It's fucking also extra disgusting because it goes in your mouth. So smokers, I've seen every smoker do this. So I don't know what, but it's fucking disgusting, and stop it, please, because no one wants to pick up something that's been in your mouth. And you wouldn't do it with anything else. If you saw someone flick a bag of trash out of their car, you would be like, hey, what the fuck? Don't you litter bug? But you're literally doing the same thing at a smaller scale by flicking your butts. You're being a butt by flicking your butt. Butt ass, head, fucker. You get a gift that's like absolute ass, and you're like, this is trash to me. This is trash. I did not want this. I know you paid money for this, and other people would want this, but to me, it's absolutely nothing. So it's trash, and I'm judging you for getting it for me. And then another man's trash. One man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So just keep trying. Just stop throwing stuff away and start giving it out to friends and relatives. Someone's gonna like something they get eventually, right? It's just a matter of time. Will they keep accepting your gifts after so many bad ones? Furniture is one of those things where it's like that just needs to, like, dressers and stuff made of wood maybe can survive and be restored, but anything with fabric, it's just like disgusting. There's no way to like deep clean the filth that has been generated. You existing for 20, 30 years on something is just like, okay, this needs to be destroyed. I think reupholstering needs to be cool or something, because there's a lot of stuff that, yeah, it's just good wood or whatever, and you just need new foam and staples and fucking new stone, new fabric. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like I might be overestimating the simplicity of it, but it seems pretty simple. You rip off everything, you rip off the skin of the couch, you put new foam and fabric, and you just cut everything to size. You literally have like a template from the old garbage you just ripped off. I don't know. I might be wrong. People who do upholstery, holler at me. Let me know how stupid I am. Or if it's really that simple. Well, what else would it be? Like, tough corners and stuff, maybe, tucking it in. But I feel like I could shitty upholster something and it would still be way better than leaving it as it is or whatever. And then you got a spot that's like busting out. You just, put another patch over it or something. It doesn't got to look pretty. I'm just trying to save it from the garbage, okay? Save it from being trash. Same with electronics, I feel like parts, no one wants to like open anything up. Like the MacBook repair guy, Louis Rossmann, I think, Rossmann repair guy. I'm a big right to repair guy. Yeah, I think you should be able to fix up your crap. Like, otherwise it's just gonna, because the biggest reason why is because, I hate this planned obsolescence. I hate the thing that is planned to be trash when it's perfectly fine. I have phones that like, are 15 years old that like they work perfectly fine. They're still like stronger than my like childhood PC. They could have stuff done with them if it weren't for this like planned obsolescence where like no one would even fix it up. They're not like, okay, yeah, you don't want to fix it up. You don't want to sell the parts or anything anymore. That's fine. Let me do it. Okay. Apple's the biggest dickhead. John Deere tractors, ironically. Number two, I feel like villainous right to repair assholes. And people like LGR, like, bringing back old stuff. It's cool. It's cool to have, like, you know, you think about, like, when you were in the 90s or whatever and dreaming about these PC parts. I feel like the 90s were, like, the top of, like, oh my God, I gotta have this graphics card, this sound card. Not so much anymore. I feel like we gotta get back to that, though, to take ownership over our stuff. The kids these days don't even have PCs anymore, which is crazy. Everyone's got phones and tablets, and like, I read somewhere that there was like a study that kids don't know how to use keyboards anymore. They're like, "What the hell is that?" It's like, okay, that's a little extreme. Come on, you don't know what a keyboard is, like, because everything's like touch based, but there's a keyboard in the phone, so it's just like that doesn't really make that much sense, but. It is interesting to think about that, yeah. Well, trash, like it or love it, it's here to stay. Whether you want to get rid of all of it or collect all of it for yourself, good for you. Next week, we'll be talking about space.